Rodgers going for it all. And we're kicking off another part of the Madden 26 Pittsburgh Steelers franchise. We're on a bit of a roll. Maybe not in terms of the record, but hey, we are 5-2. We are third in our division. However, we have the head-to-head win against the Bengals, and we have yet to play the Ravens, and we got a pretty decent gap between us and the Chiefs, who are 5-3. They're the 8th seed. Bills are the 7th seed at 5-2 as well. New England has been kicking everyone's butt and are 7-1. We're gearing up to play the Indianapolis Colts after back-to-back wins, but also back-to-back wins with strong performances from Aaron Rodgers. So strong that we now have a storyline in the zone. I have to assume this is for Aaron Rodgers. I don't know who else it would be for.
The regular season has reached its halfway point, and as the team looks ahead to the rest of the year, it's time to check in with players and set the goals that will drive them the rest of their season.
Oh, it's TJ Watt. Never mind. He has had a great season so far, 9.5 sacks through the first half, but all I really care about is helping the team and doing what's needed. Team player TJ Watt. So let's talk about the second half of the season. What's his goal? Is he going to pick, or are we going to pick for him? Yeah. We ask him, he's like, well, coach, you tell me. What part of my game we going to be focusing on? Sacks. Elite pass rusher off the edge. Keep getting to the quarterback. You give me the goal this time. 18 sacks. He's at 9.5. I think we can get him there. I want to take this time to give credit to Aaron Rodgers. Yes, it's a difficult goal, but he can do it. He absolutely can. We're going to do our best to get there, reach those numbers, and accomplish this goal. It is the trade deadline. There's not many players out there that I would like. I kind of want to keep the team as is, because a lot of the trade packages that you'd have to give up for impact players are pretty pricey. Like, a lot pricier than I would like. And also just for people on the trade block and people that are, being shopped around the league, they're not going to do much, right? Like, maybe John Mechie. Doubt it, and I'd rather not give up the assets for him. We don't need a tight end. Our offensive line is rounding out very nicely. Defensively, we're doing all right. So we're doing solid. We have a great edge pair. We have a fantastic interior trio. Our middle linebackers or inside linebackers, our middle linebacker Queen, our will linebacker Wilson are playing phenomenally. Corner, we are so strong. We signed Awuzie as a free agent. Our fourth corner is a 25-year-old star dev in Joey Porter Jr. He is playing third corner minutes, and he is our starting slot corner. But we have corner depth for days. Safeties were fine. I don't see any acquisition being that notable. I haven't gotten an offer on anyone to trade away. So we're going to play the Colts, and we're going to continue to go through the season. Aaron Rodgers has been figuring it out. This offense has been coming together. The defense continues to play incredibly strong. Let's keep it going against the spiraling 2-6 Colts. And I think Daniel Jones is now the Madden starter. He is the starter in real life. He was named the starter in the preseason. Now he's taking over in Madden. It's time to get some cookies for the defense. And so the Colts are in prime position right now after recovering a fumble. So no, Anthony Richardson's still the starter, so I actually have no idea what's going on with Indy. Handoff inside to Khalil Herbert. Cameron Hayward says not today, and they lose too. So dominant defense out the gate, pushing them way back behind the chains. And now 2nd and 12 coming up. Play action fake. Richardson gonna fire wide open downs. Trucks in. So I don't know how that happened or who blew what coverage, but Josh Downs gets in the end zone for the score. We have a 3rd and 2 coming up in Indianapolis territory. I like this look. We're going to change it to an inside run. Jalen Warren, get the job done. He can't. He's going to come up a few inches short. 4th down. We're absolutely going for this, but I'm going to make one change. Goal line. I don't know if I want to sneak with 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers, actually. Scratch that. We'll just go right inside up the middle. Warren, you can get this not even a yard. Turning, giving, cutting. 1st down. And now we have another 3rd and short opportunity on the 25. So we're putting together a consistent and solid drive. We're going to turn, give it to Warren inside. He has this one without a doubt to the 22. Oh, that wear and tear is a little concerning. And with that, we're in the red zone now, facing a 2nd and 3 on the 16-yard line. Dropping back quickly, Rodgers to Freiermuth. 1st down to the 9. And we're coming out here with a bit of an RPO. Calvin Austin maybe. Nope. Tried to give it to Johnson, and Franklin, the linebacker, shoots the gap and buries us for a loss before we can even get our heads up to do anything. As we're going to go ahead and go with the halfback angle. Try to get Gainwell on the Texas route. And Rodgers dropping back. Gainwell does not make the grab. So we hit him in the hands, and he could not bring it in. So now, dropping back to throw. Rodgers scrambling. Finds Gainwell this time, but he's going to be 3 yards short of the goal line. So now we line up with Chris Boswell. Steps up, drills the kick, and it's a 7-3 ball game. 3rd and 4 coming up. Our defense has been playing strong, as it's still a 1-score game, and Rodgers drops back to throw. Hits Wilson, but again, he can't bring it down. So Boswell missed the kick in the sim. And now it's a 3rd and 10 for the Colts. On our side of the 50, Richardson drops back, looking to throw. Scrambling, I just missed. Fumble, get it! Brutal. And now our defense backs against the wall as the first half winds down. Richardson under center. Turning, handing it off inside. Hayward says no, but Highsmith goes down with an injury. So Nick Herbig getting out there. As, oh, no. Dropping back Richardson. We had a horrible audible, but Herbig does a very strong job defending the pass, and bruised ribs for Highsmith. We're going to keep him out. Give him some more time to recover, and then we'll get him back in there. 3rd and 9 coming up on the 12. Richardson drops back, looks to throw, and he's going to scramble. Holcomb blasts him, and he hangs on, gets down to the 2, and it just seems like nothing is going our way. We're going to bring a heavy blitz here as they line up in the I formation, trying to bleed down every last second they can. We get picked up, and Richardson just waltzes in for the score. No contain, no nothing. And the Colts take a big lead. So it's now the 4th quarter, and we're still down 14-3. Rodgers takes a snap, drops back, firing to Warren. 1st down to the 23. 4.5 minutes left in the game. We're down 8. We got a field goal last time we were in the red zone, but not a touchdown. Dang it! Tried to get the quick throw to Freiermuth. Defender jumps up, smacks it down, so we're left at a 2nd and 10. 17 yards out. Really needing it. Firing to Calvin Austin. He's out at the 1. We're going to go with the fullback dive to Jonnu Smith, giving him the chance to rumble in there for the score. Handoff. No! He tried to dive and he fumbles it. Thankfully, we recover. That was rough. And now 1 yard out, trying to give it to Warren, and he gets stuffed. What happened to the run game that we had early in the season? What happened to that run game against the Jets that was dominant? It was against the Jets. Still, early run game, not here. So Rodgers fires to Metcalf for the score. Those two playing together seems like a match made in football heaven. We don't get the 2-point conversion. We're kicking their butt in yards. They got a fortunate fumble recovery, which led to a score. Great sack from Harmon, the rookie. Gets in there to Barry Richardson for a 3-yard loss. As time continues to wind down, getting close to that 2-minute warning. Richardson in the gun. What's his game plan? It's throw. Fires! I thought we'd be able to get there for the pick, but no, and they get the first down. Under 2 minutes left. Richardson under center. Bringing over the tight end. Handoff inside. We bring him down. They only get 2. Richardson, hands off. Hayward getting in there for the big TFL. 3rd and 10. Richardson in the gun. Are they going to play it safe or are they going to go for it? Oh, well, they're going screen. Ramsey beats the blocker, gets the TFL. So we're getting the ball back with a chance to drive to win. And now Aaron Rodgers out there. Looking for some late game heroics. Drops back, looks to throw. Scrambles, we're going to throw that away. 2nd and 10 coming up. Rodgers drops back, looking, firing to Smith, and he can't hang on. So now, 3rd and 10, needing something. Rodgers drops, fires to Woods, makes the grab for the first down. Let's run a little bit of hurry up here. Rodgers found the hole, fired, and we got the first down. Now Rodgers taking a shot to Metcalf. Just a little too far. And now Rodgers drops back. Gonna gun it to Wilson, incomplete. 3rd and 10, Rodgers dropping back to throw. Taking the deep shot, no! Just out of reach. Roman Wilson had it. And now it's a 4th and 10. Rodgers hits that. It's a touchdown. Not quite game, but very close. But now 4th and 10. Rodgers drops back. Firing to Smith. Makes the grab. Go, 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 go. Jonnu Smith with the ridiculous grab. 40 seconds left. Rodgers snapping. Scrambling. Tucking. Running. Out at the 1. I cannot believe Jonnu Smith made that catch. Now Rodgers drops back. Fires to Freiermuth. He makes the score. And a near miss on the deep shot to Wilson. Thought we were done. But then the tight ends make some big plays. Rodgers gets a key scramble. And we take the late lead. And now with 26 seconds left, needing the end zone, Richardson lines up in the gun. And he's going to keep it on an option. Holcomb runs up there, brings him down. They're going to use a timeout. You know, I don't know how much I agree with that just because it took so much time and used a timeout. They only got 9 yards. Drops back to throw. Richardson guns it to Joey Porter Jr. He gets the pick and he ends it. So we pull off a late, miraculous comeback with a very strong 4th quarter performance from Aaron Rodgers and this offense. The defense played phenomenally all game. They kept us in it, and Rodgers came in late to steal it. Anthony Richardson, though, 12 of 14 for 100 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Okay, that's not as great as I thought it was, but Rodgers, 20 of 35, 264 yards, and 2 scores. Ground game, not much. Jonnu Smith had that brutal fumble. But Warren, 57 yards on 19 carries. Rogers, 24 yards on 7 carries. It's a lot of running for the old man. And Johnson, 12 on 5 attempts. Through the air, Metcalf, 7 catches, 98 yards and a score. Frymuth, 4 for 34 and a score. Calvin Austin, 4 for 52. Jalen Warren, 2 for 13. Robert Woods, 1 for 28. Again, huge conversion. Johnny Smith, 1 for 31. Huge conversion. And Kenneth Gainwell had 8 yards through the air as well. Queen led the way with 8 tackles. 4 TFLs from Hayward, 3 from Harmon. Our interior defenders were playing lights out. Watt with a sack and a half, a sack for Queen, a sack for Hayward, half a sack for Holcomb, Harmon, and Highsmith. And then Joey Porter Jr. with the game-ending interception. So now we're getting ready to play the Chargers in a Sunday night primetime contest. Taking a look at the renegotiations. Jalen Warren, Juan Thornhill, Cole Holcomb, Chuck Clark, Calvin Austin. We have a few. We're going to throw a contract at Isaac Seumalo. About $10.3 million. Okay, so we're just not a fit for him. So he might just walk in free agency. Outside of that, like maybe Darius Slay, we'll see how regression hits. A lot of these guys are going to be wait until the end of the year. I don't know how much I want to pick up that option on Jones. 73 overall tackle. Age 24, normal development. Not sure. And Rogers, I don't know about $31 million for you. Not too sure. So let's gear up to take on the Chargers, who have a great offense, but we have the best defense in the league. It's not that close either. Big Sunday night showdown on the road against the Chargers. And they're driving, but they have come into a 3rd and 4 situation. Herbert, quick drop, quick throw, first down. Okay, one thing they really need to fix is the score bug, because it's broken. It was the 3rd and 6, and it said 1st and 10 on that last one, so I have no idea. I actually just don't know how it's going to work. Inside handoff, and Watt buries Harris in the revenge game for a 3-yard loss. Now facing a 2nd and 13. Herbert drops back, quick throw to McConkey. Gets most of the yards back, gets all the yards back, and then some, making it a 3rd and 5. Going to play some press coverage and wait for the snap as Herbert drops. Scrambles, sets, fires. Caught by Keenan Allen. Wonderful play from the veteran to get the Chargers on the board early. Looks like Rogers threw a big touchdown to match. And is it 3rd and 7 or 2nd and 7? Don't know. But Watt gets in there for the big sack. It was, in fact, 3rd and 7. Pushing the Chargers back. And Rogers throws a pick, giving LA phenomenal field position. They made the field goal, so they lead 10-7. As Herbert in the gun, turning, throwing quickly. Nice tackle from the defensive back. Herbert handing off inside, going to the right. Clark manages to bring him down. Johnson, the offensive lineman, goes down with an injury. Not what you want to see for the Chargers. Lining up in the I formation with the tight end to the left. Play action fake from Herbert. Checking it down. Shoved out of bounds. Herbert in the gun. 2nd and goal from the 4. Watt getting in there. Getting the sack. Pushing Herbert back to the 11. Herbert lines up in the gun. Dropping back. Looking to throw. Firing. Wide open. Tyler Conklin. 3rd and 4 coming up. I don't know why the score bug is so broken. But we're dropping back to throw. Rogers. What are we doing, Wilson? Get out of the break. Get your head around. It's the 3rd quarter. We have 2 turnovers. I think there are 2 interceptions. But we're only trailing by 10. Rogers. Calvin Austin can't even hang on. So while Rogers hasn't been great by any means, we're not letting him off the hook at all. No one's been good on offense. So now Rogers drops back, getting it to Metcalf, who converts the 4th down. Rodgers 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. So he is absolutely slinging it today. And he's taking some chances. He's pushing the ball. It's unfortunate that it hasn't really worked out. Giving it to Warren inside, and we get 2. And now Rodgers lines up in the gun. Drops back quickly to throw. Finds Frymuth for the score. 3 touchdown day for Rodgers. We're going to need some more, though. Knocking on the door. 4th quarter. Snapping the ball, giving it to Warren. Walks in for the clean score, and we take the lead. Under 3 minutes left. We lead by 4. And we're driving to seal the deal. Rodgers drops. Finding Robert Woods for the 1st down. We're taking this to the 2-minute warning. Rodgers lines up under center. Turning, giving it to Warren. Gets a solid few yards before they call timeout. We're going to change this up to a play action look. Rodgers. Yikes. Yeah, I'll own that. Not a good plan. So now Rodgers drops back, firing to Metcalf. I was expecting DK Metcalf to hold on. No. Are you serious? So when it rains, it pours, and the Chargers 14 yards out from taking the lead. Herbert in the gun, drops back, firing to McConkey. He just gets shoved in by Holcomb. Dude. So 3 timeouts, 1:38. Field goal wins. So Rodgers drops back, fires to Frymuth, makes the grab, gets some yards. We're gonna try to just keep the momentum going as we hurry to the line. And Rodgers dropping back, firing to Warren, who gets a yard. Rodgers drops back, looking. Oh no. Don't you dare say punt. 4th and 4. Rodgers firing to Metcalf. 1st down, use that timeout. Big gain, and now Rodgers lines up. Fires to Metcalf, stretches out for it. Gets the 1st and out of bounds. Ah, shoot, we got out of bounds.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
All right, well. Rodgers going for it all. Metcalf with the score. Aaron Rodgers to DK Metcalf. An incredible combination. Pays off with a huge touchdown. So the Chargers down by 5. 24 seconds. 1 timeout. Herbert drops back. And going underneath to Conklin. We're going to bring him down inbounds. They use their final timeout. And now Herbert and empty. Drops back looking to throw. Pressure. Gets there. He escapes. He walks out of bounds. Credit to Herbert. Shook off the contact. Got 9. But he's still quite a ways away with 12 seconds left. Quick throw to Allen. Bring him down inbounds. Time winding down. Herbert can't get it off. So we pull off the miraculous win on the road in prime time. Huge performance from Rodgers. We don't win that game without him. Taking a look, Rodgers, 20 of 36, 369 yards, 4 touchdowns. He did have 2 picks, but he turned it on late in the game. Warren, 67 yards on 16 carries, and a score. Yeah, that block punt was brutal, Johnston. And Rodgers had a couple yards on the ground as well through the air. Austin, 5 catches, 96 yards. Metcalf, 4 for 71 and a score. Warren, 3 for 64 and a score. Woods, 3 for 76 and a score. Frymuth, 2 for 25 and a score. And Wilson, 2 for 37. 4 different touchdown receivers for Rodgers today. Watt and Darius Slade Jr. 6 tackles led the team. 3 TFLs for Watt, 2 for Hayward, bunch of singles. 2 sacks for Watt, 2 sacks for Hayward, and a single for Highsmith. No interceptions, no forced fumbles. Credit where credit's due. We do not win that game without Aaron Rodgers. So we have climbed to 7-2 and top of the AFC North in a 3-way tie with Baltimore and Cincinnati. TJ Watt, 13 sacks already, 3rd in the league. Rodgers has been turning it on offensively. And now we have a rematch against Cincinnati at home. Mock draft number 2. What do we got? Browns taking a quarterback, that remains the same. Taking 2 quarterbacks, that remains the same. Our pick has fallen all the way down to 29th, where they have us taking a left tackle. And they have the Patriots projected to win the Super Bowl. That was a nice break while it lasted. Film room study prep. Let's take a look at what we've got going on here. Holes all across Cincinnati's offensive line. So, the goal now is hit them hard and win the battle in the trenches. Let's do it. And now we're talking to the defense about this week's strategy. It's a game we got to win in the trenches. We're going to get pressure. We're going to get it early and often, and should pave the way to a victory. Hayward accepts the challenge, needs a TFL and a sack to get the job done. And a new goal, hold your opponent to less than 200 total yards. It's a high-powered, high-flying Cincinnati offense, but I think we can get it done. And yeah, let's try to rest some guys, give some people some breathers. You know, we don't need to wear them out right now. Peyton Wilson, Jack Sawyer, and Will Howard with upgrade points after training. Solid group of young players. Howard, 67 overall, late pick at quarterback. Maybe he can turn into something. His accuracy's got a big boost there. 86 throw power is a little limiting, but he's got some mobility. He can dance around a little bit, make some magic happen. Peyton Wilson has done a very good job in a rotational role, I'll say, on the defense this season. We'll put that into pass coverage, weak side linebacker, one of your more athletic guys, and it shows with 91 speed. And then Jack Sawyer, edge defender out of Ohio State, teammates with Will Howard. Solid rotational depth, edge guy for us, and he continues to improve. He has a hidden dev trait. I'm going to assume it's star, because I don't see why it would be anything more. But let's get ready to play the Bengals at home and solidify our AFC North lead. The offense is going early against the Bengals, and we're going to turn, give it to Warren, trying to bounce back. Only gets 1. Rodgers lines up in the gun, taking a lot of time off the clock. Drops back, looking to throw, trying to layer it to Wilson. Lays out for it, can't grab it. And now 3rd and 9 coming up, lining up an empty. Rodgers dropping back, lofting, Metcalf makes the grab to the 3. And now we're knocking on the door. Rodgers lines up under center, turns, giving it to Warren, and that goes nowhere. And Sayamalu gets hurt again. Rodgers in the gun, bringing over Warren. Screen pass maybe. But they look ready to jump. Gonna gun it. Calvin Austin! Muscled through it, down to the 1, and that's cramps for Sayamalu. We're gonna take a look at our favorite plays. I have like a 90 play sheet. Plays that I like and that I'm pretty familiar with. And we're going to rely on that as Rodgers drops back, guns it to Austin for the score. Burrow facing a 3rd and 10 near the end of the first quarter. As the Bengals driving, drops back, looks to throw. Oh, we should have carried that. Chase down to the 4. Burrow lines up and empty. We're going to bring the blitz with man coverage. And Watt gets picked up. Burrow buried by Harmon, the rookie. Burrow lines up and empty to open the quarter. Drops back. Survey sacked by Alex Highsmith. So that's going to push him way back, 16 yards out, needing the end zone. Burrow drops, scans, waiting, lofting. We get mossed. Tied game. 3rd and 5 coming up in the second quarter. Rodgers dropping back, lofting. Metcalf grab. Metcalf score. We've got a bit of a high-flying offense now. I'm not used to this. I'm a Steelers fan. I'm not used to this. 3rd and 7 coming up for Cincinnati, and again lining up in empty. Trying to ride the arm of Joe Burrow to victory. Drops back, looking to throw. Scanning, firing over the middle. Chase, grab, short by a couple of inches. Bengals elected to punt. And now we're facing a 3rd and 4. Dropping back quickly. Yeah, they had a spy up. I don't know why you would spy Aaron Rodgers. Should have pulled the trigger sooner, but didn't go our way. We're going to line up with Boswell for the field goal attempt. Drills it. No problem. Bengals driving. Screen pass. Oh, I missed. Oh, I'm missing big time. They drove and they scored before half. And it's a 3-point game now. Burrow drops back. It's another screen. Queen shooting. Bringing him down. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Burrow drops back, looking to throw. Going end zone. The fact that that wasn't an immediate interception is kind of disgusting. But it's incomplete, and they're going to line up for the field goal. Maybe we can get some special teams luck today. Kick is up. No, it's right through, and it's tied. And just like that, we are driving down the field. I feel like this is going to be a blitz. Rodgers, shoot. Thought we had the flat. We did not have the flat. We did not have the flat. Oh, Burrow's in the zone. That's no. No, that's not good. Burrow drops back, checking it down. Bring him down. Holcomb makes the tackle way too far out. The pick six is proving very costly as I almost throw another. Oh, I've been so off with my reads. Farm youth on the slants, that's kind of what I'm hoping for right now. Dropping back quickly. Got it to him. Hit too hard. All right, 3rd and 10. Not quite 4th down territory yet. We're going to make some changes. See if we can get Metcalf deep over the top. We do. What? Oh, no. Don't be another pick six. I may as well have been. Jordan Battle. Sprints across. Gets the pick. Thought we had Metcalf. Honestly, I guess we just didn't have the arm strength to do it. Bringing down Chase Brown after a decent game. Burrow lines up in the gun again. The pick six. That's what sunk us. And Burrow, quick toss to Chase. Short. 3rd inches, they got to be running this up the middle. Turning, handing off. Queen shoots it. And we're going for the block. Kick is up. We hit him. So we just drilled the kicker. Thanks, Joey. And that's game? No. I guess they just don't have enough to run out the clock. Well, handoff. Chase Brown brought in. Handoff inside. Brown sidesteps Queen. Gets it up to the 5. This is all a formality at this point, it feels. Burrow in the gun. RPO to Chase. Only's down at the 2. Oh, you're not. You cannot be serious. They're going for this. Why? I don't understand that. I actually don't understand this. Oh, come on, Rodgers. I mean, I know it doesn't matter. But, like, are you serious?
I want you to stop being mean to me.
That doesn't make much sense. This right here. That pick 6 is what honestly did us in. Because if we threw the slant instead of the flat, that's close to a score. If not an outright score. 14-23, 198, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks, a pick 6. Not good. Run game, there's like nothing there. See, even Calvin Austin and DK Metcalf had great games, and that's it. Outside of them, we had 1 catch from Freiermuth, 10 total tackles for Queen, 3 TFLs. He was on fire. The rookie Harmon, 2 sacks, a bunch of singles. Holcomb, Watt, Highsmith, Queen, Hayward, all getting in there. But again, no turnovers from the defense. Played well, kind of just sunk. Harmon played so well, he gets 2 upgrade points. Not bad for the first round rookie. Let's put him into power rusher. Why not? Just make him an absolute menace up the middle. Oh no, I don't want to talk about the... We did our job though. The film room worked. It worked. It worked. The offense just sucked. You look pretty broken up on the sideline. How do you rebound after such an emotional loss? We wanted to win through the trenches, keep their offense in check. I'm proud of what my teammates did. Yeah, honestly, fair. As for me, I can't take credit for that success. I'm down because I know I didn't leave it all on the field. I'm guessing he didn't have the TFL, but I think he did. Nah, praise Hayward. Dude played phenomenally. 2 block shed and 2 strength? Yeah, he can never count us out with Hayward. The team will bounce back quickly. So, not too bad. Still 7-3. Like, still in a really good spot. We're gonna make the playoffs, barring an absolute implosion. So, like, I'm not that worried about it. In terms of re-signing people, and again, this is a wait until the offseason for guys like Rodgers, Slay, Sam Olu looks like he just doesn't want to come back. If we're projected to have like 50 million in cap space. Sam Olu, what does he want? Well, he's not a scheme fit, and we don't have warm weather, but we have a good win percentage as his head coach historically. As a historic head coach, I guess, was what I was trying to go with earlier. Warren, maybe. I just don't want to commit. It's not even that much. It's not even that much, but, like, why take the rookie? I don't know, but, again, we'll see later about that. He hasn't been great lately. And with that loss, our passing offense is doing better. Our rushing offense has been atrocious and continues to just be atrocious. Tomlin's approval is phenomenal. I don't know what the fans don't like about him. But anyway, we are 6th in the AFC, back down to 3rd in the division. The Patriots are 10-1. Somehow. Shocked. Absolutely shocked. And Watt has 14 sacks. Right, so... not a ton to complain about. You wish the offense was better. It has been playing much better. Tough game from Rodgers. It happens. Still plenty of football left. 7 games left and then the playoffs. Not worried about it whatsoever. Got the Bears, Bills, and Ravens. Next. I'm not concerned. Not concerned at all. Especially with how Rodgers started to how he's doing now, not concerned in the slightest. He'll bounce back.